right, folks. I'm Cole Powell, musician by day, film nerd by night. The Harry Potter teaser trailer. Let's see what we got here.
I told you. You are a normal boy. And you're going to start acting like one. You think you're something special? There is nothing special about you.
I've always wanted to know about my parents.
Definitely fleshing out his backstory more on this.
Your parents were the kindest, bravest people I ever met. They were funny and clever, and they stood up for what they believed was right. The next time I see you, we'll be in Hogwarts.
Mr. Potter, I think we can expect great things from you. Let's see who you are.
Are you really Harry Potter?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so if you're watching this on the live stream or listen to it on audio only or the replay later, basically, I saw a lot of rehash from what we already got in the original theatrical films. The beginning of it, we actually saw more. I think that's why they put that at the beginning, to show us that there's going to be more in this series than what we got in the original film. A Sorcerer's Stone or Philosopher's Stone if you're in the UK. We see a lot more of Harry's backstory, his life with the Dursleys in this trailer, and he's being bullied at school. We didn't get to see Harry in regular human school, muggle school in the original, but I also don't think we had a lot of that in the book either. I've read the first 3 books. I don't remember a lot of that in the first book. But obviously, they're wanting to let you know they're kind of expanding this universe. They're going to be adapting the first book into a full season as opposed to it being a 2.5 hour film. I didn't see anything really in that trailer to justify this series' existence beyond trying to capitalize on the success of Harry Potter and make some more dough. Creatively, the original films were done so well, they were so good, and they were received so well. They were critically received well, critically acclaimed, made bank at the box office. Everybody loved them. They were played perfectly by the actors. All of them were directed really well. I know some people have a lot of problems with the first 2 films. I thought Christopher Columbus did a great job with those. And this looks like, I know it's been 25 years since the first movie came out, and that sounds like a long time, but because it took so long for the film series to go out, it's only been 14 years since the last movie. And in order for a reboot or remake to come out this close to its original, there has to be some kind of creatively, there has to be some kind of justification beyond the money for me to be interested in it. And right now, I don't see anything in this. What looked good in it, as far as the shots, the cinematography, and the characters, we've already gotten that. And we got it pretty recently, and the technology hasn't really improved that much from the last movies for that to be a draw. The acting was so good in the last movies that you're not really going to top that. In fact, you're just going to be comparing every single actor, every single character to every single actor and the performance of that character in the previous movies. I don't know. I don't know who this is for. Really, are there really enough people out there that didn't like the originals and want to see something new, or really like the originals, but it's been so long they want to see an expanded version of that from the books, or they're really into the books, so they want to see a more faithful adaptation because there was so much cut out of the movies because they were time limited. Is there a generation out there that hasn't seen the film, so they would be hungry for this? I just don't know. I just feel like the mainstream millennial generation, my generation that grew up with these, childhood and teenhood and young adulthood, as the books and movies were coming out, I don't really see my generation being into this. Maybe the generations below me. I don't know. I really just don't know. It looked well made. I will give them that. It looked well made. The cast is probably going to be good. The cast members I already know that are in this. Nick Frost, great. John Lithgow, great. But even Nick Frost, who's playing Hagrid in this, I'm immediately comparing his portrayal of this to Robbie Coltrane in the original films, and I just feel like, well, that's not my Hagrid. You know, that's the way I feel. Just because, not because Nick Frost is doing a bad version of this. It's just the originals are so iconic, you can't help but compare. And usually, when you have a great original and then a later remake or a later version, and you compare the two, usually the original, even if the remake is great, the original is always going to hold up better. So I'm just not sure how much of an appeal this is going to have, even with the expanded narrative that we didn't get to see in the original movies. What do you think about that trailer? If you're watching this, listening to this, let us know in the comments. Are you excited about this new TV Harry Potter, or are you more like me and just think that we got the movies and we can just rest on that? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed that clip, be sure to follow the Film Nerd by Night podcast wherever you're getting this episode. Also, consider supporting us on Patreon for full-length movie reactions and early access to episodes like this. Stay tuned. We'll see you next time. Film Nerd by Night, created and hosted by Cole Powell. Theme, Beautiful Now, written and performed by Cole Powell. A Random Mind Records production. Section 107 of U.S. copyright law allows for the fair use of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, parody, or research.